As you stand in a quiet golden forest, you find yourself at a poetic crossroads. One path, worn and familiar, represents simply reading the words on the page. The other, less traveled and blanketed in fallen leaves, symbolizes the deeper exploration of poetic techniques and structure. Which path do you think we will travel? Last week, we took a look at the basics of poetry and we explored the role of rhyme schemes within poems. This week, we're ready to venture down that less traveled path, where we will uncover the purpose behind the process as we explore the poetic devices of rhyme, rhythm, and meter. Are you ready? Let's go for a walk. In today's video, we'll review the concepts of rhyme, learn more about meter and rhythm, examine the 4 types of metrical feet, and take a look at this week's assignments. To review, rhyme occurs when 2 or more words contain the same middle and ending sounds. Last week, you took a look at common types of rhymes, such as perfect rhyme and slant rhyme. You learned about end rhyme versus internal rhyme, and you explored some common rhyme schemes such as ABAB, AABB, and ABCB. While rhyme isn't found in all poems, when rhyme is present, it usually creates a pattern. There's another way that poets sometimes create patterns in their writing, and that's rhythm. We might think of rhythm as something that creates a bounce or a beat. But did you know that we have a way of mapping this rhythm? When we study the structure of a poem's rhythm, we're talking about something called meter. Meter refers to a poem's rhythmic structure. The rhythm is determined by the sequence of stressed and unstressed syllables. It creates a pattern. Wait, back up a minute. I know what a syllable is, but let's reach back in our memories to remember the difference between stressed and unstressed syllables. How can you tell if a syllable is stressed or unstressed? Think about the word syllable. The word itself can be broken into 3 parts. Si-la-bu. Which part do you emphasize or stress in the word? Do you say syllable, syllable? No, you put the stress on the first part, syllable. The first part is stressed while the rest of the word is unstressed. Try this out with your name. Speak your name out loud and identify which syllables are stressed and which are unstressed. Okay, so we know the difference between stressed and unstressed syllables. So what's the next step in determining a poem's meter? We can divide words into something called metrical feet. You heard me correctly. I said metrical feet, but not that kind of feet. Metrical feet in poetry are the audible divisions within a line of poetry. It's similar to measures in music. It's the smallest pattern of repeating syllables in a line of poetry. There are 4 main types of these patterns. I'll explain each and offer some examples. One type of metrical foot is called a trochee. This pattern occurs when you have 2 syllables with the first stressed and the second unstressed. Examples include words like apple or station. Can you think of a word or phrase that follows this pattern? Another type of metrical foot is called an iamb. It contains 2 syllables with the first unstressed and the second stressed. Some examples would be words like until or delight. The next type of metrical foot is called a dactyl. This consists of 3 syllables, 1 stressed, 2 unstressed. Examples include words like murmuring or basketball. The final metrical foot we're exploring this week is called an anapest. This pattern consists of 3 syllables, 2 unstressed, and 1 stressed. Good examples include words like understand and engineer. Keep in mind that all of these metrical feet can be found in single words or often in combinations of words and phrases. For example, the phrase, in the blink of an eye, is anapestic. You have 2 unstressed syllables and 1 stressed, and then the pattern repeats. In the blink of an eye. Do you hear it? Let's take a look at a Robert Frost line from the poem The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Which syllables are stressed? Which are unstressed? Do you notice any patterns? Here is the line with the meter mapped out. You might notice that there are 3 iambs present, but what about the pattern of 3 syllables? Is this foot a dactyl or is it an anapest? Because it has 2 unstressed syllables and the third is stressed, this is an example of an anapest. Great work! Now, let's take a look at what you'll be doing with meter and rhyme for this lesson. This week, you'll be exploring the meter and rhyme in 2 of Robert Frost's poems. You'll be writing your own rhythmic rhyming poem, and you'll be writing a comparison of the 2 poems that you read. Make sure to check out the PDF for your week at a glance for more info. Poetry is a beautiful blend of sound, patterns, and meaning. A poet's use of meter is always intentional. Not all poems follow a metrical pattern, so when a poet uses a consistent meter, there is a reason behind it. It will be your task to uncover the purpose behind the process in the poems of Robert Frost this week. So, dive in, explore, and let the rhythms guide you. Until our next poetic journey down the road not taken, stay curious and remember to always be clever.
Hey, hey.